Back again. Hello YouTube, this is Tim Canadian Comic Hunter coming in with the first haul of the year 2019. I just want to thank everyone that's supported me through the last, I think it's a couple years now just doing this YouTube channel. I think it's year 2 anyways. I don't know. It's been a lot of, there's been a lot of hauls, there's been a lot of different things. Community's changed a lot. There's a lot of people that have, I guess, stopped doing videos as much, collecting different, all that stuff. A lot of changes. I'm just glad to still be doing these things. I enjoy collecting comics, and yeah, we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of different things in the new year. Hopefully, I'll be able to give more information and be able to provide you guys with comics to look out for and different things like that. So, anyways, let's start. We'll start today with looking at different cover grabs and different things like that. So, things to look out for if you're hunting and you want to check out some pretty nice covers. So we'll start it off, start our haul off like that. Anyways, happy 2019. Anyways, the first book I'm going to show today is Vampirella 15. This is a Lucio Perillo cover. A lot of the Perillo stuff, if you know anything about Vampirella, it's like they go for a bit of money. So if you can find these on the cheap, cover price or below, definitely pick these up. So you always see on the bottom of Lucio Perillo, he's got this little signature kind of thing. So try to look out for that if you kind of get confused on what cover it is. And a lot of the times, yeah, that'll guide you in the right direction. Even sometimes the Vampirellas on the inside will give you the variant covers, and they give you a list of who did what, so you can also look inside the book. Okay, so just a really nice Lucio Perillo cover. This is Adventure Time. This is a regular. This is not a variant. I'm a big Adventure Time fan, so I really enjoy collecting some of these guys. So Adventure Time 31. This is Marceline, and she's just chilling with her base. There's a couple of these kind of covers with this in this style of like very soft cartoon colors. Just, anyways, they're not expensive. You can look for them. Definitely a nice grab if you're an Adventure Time fan. Hack and Slash. This is cover A. This is a Elizabeth Torque variant, or Elizabeth Torque regular cover. Anyways, this is issue 23. Just really like this as like homage to Freddy Krueger. But Hack and Slash has been, I think it's been optioned to become a television show. So there's a couple books to look out for. If you follow me on Instagram, I showed off of my first Maniac. That book I first received by the Doom 143, and then I was able to get another copy. Not in as high grade as the Doom when I bought one off of his. It was kind of like he was doing it. He was getting rid of all of his comics that were, I guess he was just trying to like downsize his collection, and he offered a lot of comics to the community for a very, very good price. So thank you once again, Doom 143. Anyways, so the Hack and Slash has a lot of different covers that are pretty popular. They're nice covers, so this is something to look out for. Elizabeth Torque. Alien Encounters. I thought this was Dave Stevens cover. I'm not quite sure who actually does it, but a lot of the Alien Encounter books I really enjoy. So I just yeah, just something I picked up. So Alien Encounters, that was number 7. Alien Encounters number 3. I really like these kind of variants that are realistic, but yet they're kind of painted. So definitely some books to look out for if you're hunting. This is like probably my 3rd or 4th copy of this. Jenna Jameson Shadowhunter, number 0. I pick this up every time. There's actually a variant out there. I can't remember who by, but there's a variant for this comic series. And if you can find that, that's the money book, right? So, but it's a really nice cover if you're a cover collector. Revival number 1. This is the 4th print variant. Definitely a really cool series. I think this might have been optioned also. I can't remember. It's been a long time. So this is the 4th printing. Was able to pick this up for pretty cheap. Definitely you want to get the number 1 because that's the book that's pretty hot. So get a chance, try to pick that one up. But there are some beautiful. I wanted to show these off. There's some really beautiful artwork done by Jenny Friesen. So if you're a Jenny Friesen or Jenny Friesen cover collector, definitely look out for some of these. This is one of my favorite covers done by Jenny Friesen for this run. There are some other ones that are really cool, so definitely look out for Revival if you're a Jenny Friesen cover collector. Paper Girls #1. This is a book I think has a lot of space, a lot of there are a lot of print. This was a higher printed book, but if you can find this for the on the cheap, dollar bin, stuff like that, Brian K. Vaughan, definitely something to pick up. He, I think, just signed a deal in the last few months with Netflix or another production company for television. So if they were going to adapt something, this might be definitely a book I could see adapted. So I just wanted to put it out there. Something to look for in the community if you guys are kind of like hunting around. If you can find this in a dollar bin. Again, this is a pretty thick book, so it's not easy to always find in high grade. So, and it's very yellow. Very, very cool cover. Anyways, Brian K. Vaughan. I would love to see Saga as a book. Also picked up Unwritten by Mike Carey. Just a dollar bin pickup, and something that I thought could be adapted in the future, so just stuff to look out for, you know. Secret Invasion #1, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. Since the Skrulls are going to be part of the new Miss Marvel movie, I just thought this might be the next direction they're heading in the MCU for the Avengers films. So just Secret Invasion, you can find this book everywhere. It was a higher print run for the time that it came out, but still, there's some variants out there that are very sought after and quite collectible. So if you can find some of those, but this might be something to stash away if you can find it in a dollar bin. Might be something that might be good for the speculation buyer and all that stuff. So, Beauty #1, Jeremy Hahn. Beauty actually has a really cool variant, again by Jenny Friesen. Something I'm looking for right now, but this was just the regular cover. Definitely a really cool comic book series if you're into some of these like image comics that are you know, like properties are being bought up. These are things you find in dollar bins. Pick them up if you get a chance. It doesn't hurt. If you're at a secondhand Charles, or in my case a Village, or different stores like that, these are books you can pick up on the cheap. If you can pick them up, pick them up. That's it. It doesn't hurt, you know, like there's just so much movement these days. I really like this cover. One of my favorite artists, Tula Latte, Supreme and Blue Rose. Definitely a beautiful cover. Another really, really good, like just awesome comic book series if you want to read. Just think her work is outstanding. She's a very underrated cover artist. If you check her out on Instagram, Tula is very, she's very cool about the watercolors. There's a lot of really good stuff that she does creatively with art. So if you want to look for something that's beautiful and a very good story, definitely pick up Supreme and the Blue Rose. It's really, really cool. Anyways, on with the haul. Hello YouTube. Anyways, I'm back again. This is my second part of the haul. Thank you for sticking around if you did, or if you're fast forwarding through it, that's cool too. I'm really just happy to put out some content, and I'm going to try to get like a little bit more, I'm going to get a little more thorough with what I'm doing, and a little bit more directed in how I show my videos. So they do take a little bit longer to come out, like I'm doing once a month right now. I'm hoping to break that down maybe every 3 weeks or something like that, but we'll see what happens, because it's collecting, and it's just takes some time sometimes. Okay, so this is Mortal Kombat 0. I picked this up for $1, so I just wanted to show this off. Thought it's a really cool book. It's got the this is the startup sign, I guess, or the it's kind of like the when you start the game off, you're kind of like selecting your characters. I love this selection screen 0 cover. Really, really cool. There's first appearance of Mortal Kombat would be the giveaway comic that was issued out with the video game. You actually had to send some money in with your I guess you sent the money in with the money, or with the advertisement ad in the back of the Mortal Kombat game originally, Mortal Kombat 1. You were able to get a comic. It was 1994, came out. super rare hard comic to find. If you can find that comic, you know, good for you. It's an amazing comic. I'm not gonna. I saw somebody in the community recently. They got a copy of that. I'm gonna not spoil that. I'll wait till they kind of show that comic off. But amazing comic. Definitely very rare, very hard to find. Mortal Kombat. All right. So this is Mr. Miracle. There's a first appearance in here. It's not a very big character. It's this character here, Dr. Egg, the Egghead or something. I don't know. Anyways, the only reason I picked this up is because I really like Jack Kirby artwork, and it looks kind of like Samuel L. Jackson's on this cover. So I just, you know, from Glass. So I just thought it was kind of a cool book to pick up, you know. Something to look out for, not too cheap. So this is NBC Saturday morning cartoons. Yes, you remember these Saturday morning things and all that jazz. I do. I was a really happy, I guess, child of the early 90s and 80s. So this was a giveaway comic, I think, at Toys R Us. I'm not quite sure. It was a giveaway comic anyways. The valued at $1.25, but it also featured a bunch of characters in comics for the first time. So they have like Dennis the Menace type Macaulay Culkin on the cover. This is Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, Bo Jackson, and so forth. I think Saved by the Bell's in this comic book too. There was all these little mini previews for TV shows that were coming out in the fall of '91. So anyways, the reason I picked it up was because this is the first appearance of the Pro Stars. They would basically, they're a superhero fighting team that would fight villains with their sports powers. Like Bo Jackson he had a baseball bat, Wayne Gretzky in his hockey stick with his rollerblades, and Michael Jordan with his pumps and his shoes and his basketball skills. Definitely a cool book to pick up. I was really happy to get it. It's a super nice copy. You know, these are in pretty bad shape when you get them most of the time. So the big thing right now is they're talking more and more about the Birds of Prey. So this is just another book to look out for. Black Canary and Oracle, Birds of Prey #1, first appearance of the Birds of Prey, or at least a couple of them that are part of that team. You know, the book's on the rise, so it's harder and harder to find in the wild, but definitely pick it up before that movie drops. So once that movie drops, you're not going to be able to get a copy, and also don't go out and try to spend all your money when that movie drops. So just a book to look out for. Anyways. Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts. This is the first appearance of Sherman Goratham. Anyway, just a big bad evil in the and it's also the death of the Ancient One, which is kind of cool. Like, this is a villain I could see. It's very Lovecraftian, giant eyeball with tons of tentacles. Definitely I could see this in a Doctor Strange movie as a villain. So this is a book I suggest you guys look out for. I think it's affordable, and it comes out as something that you can get. All right, sorry about that. I just had to fix some books up. All right, so yeah, on with the haul. So The Incredible Hulk, $4.49. This is the first appearance of the Thunderbolts. I just want to talk about this book. I think I've showed this in another haul. I just put it back in because I just want to talk about it. This is another team you should be, I think, looking out for if you're a spec buyer. Just something to look for that I think is quite affordable still. I've seen a couple copies go for about $35 to $30. If you can find it for cover price, that's actually pretty great. But more and more people are kind of picking these up as they go along. Just because the fact is, you know, spec buyers and people like that, they jump on those first appearances. But as a guy who collects first appearances, definitely wanted to have this for a long time. I was glad to pick it up. It's not in the greatest shape, but definitely if you can get some nice higher grades, that's something to look for. Okay, so this is Annihilation #4, The Death of Thanos. Again, just something to look out for. I think it's Mike Deodato did this cover, or probably, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not quite sure on this one. Just a really nice cover to pick up. This was hot a long time ago, so it's kind of hard to find sometimes. Definitely something to look out for. Anyways, yeah, I don't even know. Probably not that. It's not Diodato. Anyways, this is Batman Detective Comics. I love this cover. It's a really, really beautiful Batman cover. $8.27. Very not expensive book to look for. Definitely something that if you are a collector of first appearances, this would definitely be one that I would pick up. This is the first appearance of the new ventriloquist. It was she is now. I'm not going to go into much of it, more of that, because I don't know quite about the story. I just really enjoyed the cover and picked it up because it was a first appearance. All right, so I think she dies in the issue also. So Paul Ding did the storylines. Can't go wrong with these kind of books, and definitely something to look out for on the cheap. This is Captain America #1, first full appearance of Rebecca Barnes. So just something to look out for. That's Bucky's daughter. Picked this up for pretty cheap. A lot of these books were overprinted again. This is 96. This was the relaunch of Reborn Marvel. It was when Liefeld was basically in charge of a lot of stuff. Jim Lee had, I think they changed hands. Reborn, anyways. Marvel Reborn was a big flop. It wasn't even a success. But there was a cool few first appearances that you might want to pick up. So Captain America #1, first Rebecca Barnes, full appearance of Rebecca Barnes. Anyways, this is a newer book that just came out. It's like 1 in 10 variants, I think, for Infinity Wars. This is first appearance of Weapon Hex and all those Ghost Panther and all those amalgamated type, heroes and whatnot. So I just picked it up because, yeah, I don't know. I like collecting first appearances, so something to look for. All right. Captain America #8. This is the, I guess, the true first, as Tom Comics 101 would say. The true first of Falcon as Captain America. So I know the other one's pretty hot right now, but this is definitely predated that one. So this is the first time Falcon is in the Captain America suit. So because Captain America dies at this one. So definitely check for that one in your local LCS. Batman Arkham Knight. A lot of people were specking on this because the 1000's coming out. It's going to feature the Arkham Knight. This is the first, I think, full appearance of the Arkham Knight. I've had some issues with this book online a little bit. I'm going to explain this one. So there's the #1. This was the arcade block variant. There are a bunch of variants for the Arkham Knight #1. Definitely look out for them. There's not just one. Okay, so this is the Arkham Knight #0. Okay, so this came out with the limited edition video game. It features the first appearance of the Arkham Knight. I've had arguments with people about this online just for the fact that when I'm talking about it as a collector, I pre-look up almost everything in the comic. I'll open the comic, I'll look at the dates or whatnot. So this is dated before this. This was printed before this, but was only released after because the video game itself was delayed. But the print date is still prior to this one, but the release date was different. So this is my question to the community. If the release date and the printing date are different, what is considered a first appearance? Is it the availability of the comic towards the community, or is it the actual printed issue of the comic? So anyways, so again, the print date on this one, and thank you to Gomez, the comic collector. Gomez definitely, he was the one who showed me this book originally. So this was printed prior to the release of this, but was only released later because the video game was put on a hiatus because they had to go back and redo the game. Anyways, that's my take on #0. And it was, like I said, 0 is hard to find because it was released with the limited edition video game. All right, so Teen Titans, really good show. Pretty awesome characters. These are just some spec books to look at if you want to pick up, if you're interested in. So Teen Titans, the new Teen Titans, first appearance of the Fearsome Five, which is an evil team. Just a book I think has a lot of room to climb. New Teen Titans number 26, first appearance of Terra. Again, another character I think they should, or at least try to bring into the Titans show. Yeah, just some books to own, and if you're a big Teen Titans fan like myself, these are definitely books that you want to have in your collection, regardless of what they go up in price or what they don't. You know, collect what you like, that's all I gotta say. I'm just trying to provide information for you guys. So if you want to pick up these things, you know they're out there, and that's for you guys. You know, just try to pick them up on the cheap and go through those Teen Titan boxes, because definitely love those keys, right? Anyways, on with the haul. Sorry it's been a bit long. All right, this is gonna feature some Silver Age goodness. Phantom Stranger, number well, it's not Phantom. Again, I always screw this up. So Showcase presents number 80, first Silver Age appearance of the Phantom Stranger, and also Neil Adams cover. Really awesome. Third copy I picked up. I've been kind of buying this one crazy every time I see it. So if you can get it for cheap, definitely pick it up. Don't pay too much for this one. But you know, these older comics, the 12 centers, are kind of hard to find these days. So this is, I think, my best version of this comic that I've picked up so far. So Phantom Stranger, pretty cool. Everybody knows this one, Marvel Age 41. Just a nice Stan Lee cover. I've had this one in my possession for a bit, so I was happy to pick that up finally. It's this is a very, very low grade copy, but I was just happy to own it, you know. The Amazing Spider-Man 81. So there's a story behind this one. Won't go too long into this one. So I got 86 right from a man in the UK, which was awesome because I tend to buy a lot of my comics from the UK. So this is a low grade copy. You can see they're both kind of low grade copies. So beware of the Black Widow. I remember when this book was super hot at one point when they announced that Black Widow movie. It was quite expensive to buy. I didn't get this for that expensive. Anyways, just another book I just wanted to own in my Spider-Man collection because I really like the Black Widow. And this was a really cool book too. So he threw this one in for free, which was awesome because the shipping was so expensive. Anyways, the seller on eBay threw this one in, so it was kind of cool. And this is the first appearance of that villain that everyone knows as the Kangaroo. So first appearance of the Kangaroo, and I think it's like Silver Age or something like that, or a new costume, or Black Widow. All right, Adventure Comics number 373. Been looking at this for quite a bit of time. This is the first appearance of the Tornado Twins. That's Barry Allen's, I think it's either grandchildren or children. Anyways, just a really cool Barry Allen kind of like key. I love picking up comics of the superheroes kids, so very cool to own. And it's a nice cover. So I got this one here, Batman Detective Comics 356. This is the what is it? The reveal of the outsider's identity, which ends up being Alfred. So just a really cool cover. I love these old comics, and I've been really trying to collect these Silver Age comics. As much as I love different things in comic books, Silver Age is still my go-to book when I'm out there looking. And this is my last, before my big book reveals, my last comic I picked up recently. I didn't spend a lot on this, so I was pretty happy. Again, I bought in the UK, so this is a UK variant. So again, eBayers, if you are willing to pay a little bit extra on the shipping, you can get some really cool variants from these UK basically sellers, and they have pretty good feedback, man. I would trust those guys. Like I said, I've picked up some pretty good books from the UK recently, and haven't paid a huge premium because some of the books there, I guess, are not going for as much for some reason. So I'm not going to say what I paid for this, but I did not pay as much as what it's on the market value at this point, right? So first full appearance of Red Sonja, and like it said, it's a Pence variant, so that was kind of cool. All right, on with the haul, and this is the last part of my video, so I can stop talking. All right, I usually don't show trade paperbacks, but I just wanted to show this off because I thought it was pretty cool. I got this at a what is it, a Kohl's? So it's like it's a bookstore anyway. So this is Super Mario Brothers Encyclopedia Official Guide. Got it for 40% off, so I was pretty happy. This is actually produced by Dark Horse, so I guess it's considered a little bit of a graphic novel in that sense, you know, because Dark Horse, I guess, owns the rights to certain things with Mario now for some reason. That's why I was kind of shocked. So definitely a book to look out for if you're willing to, if you're a video game collector. I really enjoyed this one. All right. Okay, so this was a spec buy slash, you know, basically comic book thing that I was like looking at. So this is my first CBCS owning of a book. Now CBCS, CGC, I'm not going to get into what I think is better. I think if you like either company, go with them. And this is the first appearance of Deathface and a bunch of these other characters you can see here. But this was one of my spec buys, so I really enjoy the artist Kelly Sue DeConnor. I guess she's married to Matt Fratton. She's also recently been picked up to distribute some of her work in different ways. So this is a comic I think also just enjoyed getting her signature. This is a comic I think is a good spec buy for the future. If they're gonna make a movie, a TV show, you know, about some Western spooky ghost stuff, definitely I could see this being something, you know. So you know what, I'm not saying go out and spend a ton of money on this. This is a book you can find in a dollar bin. I found a copy in a dollar bin recently, so I just didn't spend a lot on this this copy and this basically slab, so I was pretty happy with it. Got it from a guy in Ontario who was just kind of unloading his comics on eBay. I think it was like $30. So definitely check this out if you can find this in dollar bins. Like I said, pretty deadly. Would definitely be a cool TV show. And if you don't care about that kind of stuff and you want to read something that's really good, this is a comic I suggest big time, because love the story, really amazing characters, really cool development, and I really hope they continue with this this property in the near future. And my last book, and for this really long haul for 2019, haul number 1 is Forever People #1. Again, I'm not saying go out and buy every Darkseid first appearance, Jimmy Olsen / Forever People / whatever, you know, but you know that the movie Justice League really destroyed the value of some of these first appearances and cameo appearances of Darkseid. So definitely would be a time to pick up the book. It's not as hot as it was at one point, so I was super happy to get this. Got this for a really good deal. It's a lower grade, mid-grade copy, whatever. But I don't really care. I really like Jack Kirby's artwork, and he's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite, basically, illustrators, and he's one of the reasons I got into comic collecting in the first place, is because I loved his artwork. And this team, if you ever seen Young Justice, I love this team. It's one of my favorite teams. They're just kind of like reckless, and they're out there, and the Forever People are awesome. So if you can check this out, man, just check out some Forever People. Definitely DC's underrated property. Also, like I said, this is Darkseid's first full appearance. It's definitely a book to have stashed away just in case one day Darkseid's done right, you know, and the Justice League is done right. So something to look out for, you know. Just shooting it out for the comic book community. Again, don't pick them up if you don't want to. These are just my suggestions, things I've picked up and I put away just in case it gets hot. I don't even sell my comics half the time. I'm just I do trade sometimes, and I do, you know, I kind of give them away, you know, depending on like what I'm doing for AOKs and different things like that. So I'm not telling anyone to go out and you're going to make money on these things, but they're things to look out for if you are heading in that direction. And that's okay, you know, like it's okay to think about monetary value on your comic books. It's okay to collect what you love, and it's okay to, collect rarities and stuff like that. And there shouldn't be jealousy. And 2019 is not, I think, for me and the rest of the community, I think it shouldn't be about like, what's in or what's not. It's just love what you collect and do what you got to do. And that should be what you always do when you're collecting comic books, So happy to be part of this community. Happy to check out all these, weekly warriors. Like I said, give a shout out to Comic Book Villain. He's still going on strong. There's a bunch of channels now that are helping people out trying to find those keys. So that's Comic Tom 101, definitely a good channel to check out if you're looking for spec and stuff like that, and just understanding first true. I love the first true appearances episodes he puts out. Checking out the Chin is still, he's rocking it out. He's almost at 2,000 subs. Alex the Comic Hoarder, I can't wait to see what he's picking up. He's always giving deals to people in the community on his live auction shows. Comicaholics, those are my friends from the US. I think their collecting style and what they've been picking up lately is amazing. They also picked up Troy Tulowitzki for their New York Yankees, so good for them. All right, so just wanted to give a shout out to a couple peeps. Anyways, if you get a chance, check out each other's videos, subscribe, do all that jazz, and just enjoy checking out the info. All right, this video has gone on for a really long time, so I hope you enjoyed, and have a good month, and I'll see you guys hopefully in a couple weeks when I get another haul together. All right, bye.